Yeah, but I think she'll start. Go ahead and do the honors, Caleb.
Got a problem.
Guys, today is an exciting day because finally we have all the parts we need, I think, to be able to get this brand new Project Cummins 24 valve 2001 started up for the very first time. Now, I've been waiting for most of these packages for over a week now, but we finally have a sending unit that's gonna cover the whole. We did install a brand new air dog, so we're not gonna be using that as a pump, but we need to fill the hole in the tank. So we had to buy a sending unit for that purpose and for the return. So we're gonna be able to hook up this air dog completely. We also picked up a alternator at the store yesterday. We picked up a brand new serpentine belt as well. And then I had 2 subscribers send me some parts that I needed. One being the alternator bracket. Well, I was gonna say it was gonna sit right here, but it looks like this bolt is too big. So we're gonna have to find another bolt for that, but it's basically just gonna go like this. That's the alternator bracket. And then another subscriber, I'll leave their Instagram's link down below for sending these things out. The alternator bracket, I paid for shipping and the part. This fan pulley and bracket, I paid for shipping. The guy was nice enough to send it to me for shipping. But we got the bolts and the fan pulley. I don't wanna pull that out, it's kinda gross in there. I gotta clean that off. But we got that. And we're still waiting on some more parts, but I think that's all we're gonna need really to be able to start this truck up and get it running for the very first time. So guys, stay tuned. We have a lot of work to do and we're gonna hop right into it. So Caleb went ahead and put the fan pulley on and the bracket, so we're good to go there. He also put the alternator and the alternator brace on. We're just getting ready to throw the new belt on, but we got the air dog all hooked up. All the lines ran to the sending unit right there. That should be one of the last things that we need to be able to start this truck, except for diesel. Don't have any diesel. I was originally, if I needed parts to get this thing running, I was gonna steal them off my other 2001, but I don't think we're gonna have to take any parts off that truck. I was gonna end up taking bolts for this and this right here because the one that the guy sent me didn't fit, but I found bolts that fit, and that alternator's not going anywhere. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this belt on and then button everything back up in the front. We're gonna throw the intercooler back on, we're gonna throw the radiator back on, we're gonna hook everything up and then fill it with coolant, fill it with some diesel, and get this thing started. What are you doing over there?
Huh?
So what are you doing over there?
Trying to get this truck started.
All right, so we have the belt on. We switched to a non-AC belt. I got the auto parts store yesterday, gave me a belt for AC. So we had to go back to the store here in town and get a belt that has non-AC. And that is how it's ran. Yep. Nice and tight, we tightened everything up. But we're actually gonna take this belt off. We're gonna run the truck for maybe 10 seconds without the belt, just to get it started, because we ran out of daylight and we're trying to get this video started. So we're gonna go ahead and loosen the tension on the tensioner.
We gotta crack the lines too. We also gotta prime the air dog. So we got a couple of things we gotta do before this truck's even gonna get started regardless. So let's take this belt off and have it ready.
So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna prime the air dog. We just filled this tank up with about 5 gallons, maybe 6 gallons of diesel. I'm hoping that's enough. That's the biggest tank that I had. We'll go ahead. I'm gonna give Caleb the key. You plug the batteries in?
No.
I'll plug the batteries in. All right. So the reason why we're not running with the belt, obviously the water pump's gonna be spinning and shooting coolant everywhere. So we'll run it without the belt for a little bit. It shouldn't hurt anything. It's not gonna get super duper hot running it for 10 seconds. And the alternator just won't be charging. So let's go ahead. I'll have Caleb bump the key, and I'll prime this system. All I gotta do is just crack this a little bit.
Shouldn't even be that much.
Yeah. Crack it a little bit. It'll suck fuel. That's where we have it coming from, right there, instead of a sump. Didn't order a sump, but we will. What are you doing, man?
Dude, how do you break into this thing? You got like 97,000 Dodge trucks. One key.
Listen to how quiet this thing is too. It's insane. Might have to bump the starter.
May have to tighten up the battery cables. I just saw it spark right there.
Yeah, sparking on this. Try it again. Yep. We're getting fuel from the tank into the air dog. The air dog is sending it through the water separator, through the filter, and out to the VP44. That is under the hood right here.
3/4, should be 3/4.
Yeah, we're gonna get a wrench, loosen the first, third, and fourth injector line, crack that. Caleb will hold the starter for about 5 to 10 seconds until we start seeing fuel coming out of here, and we'll tighten it up.
It should take about 3 times of doing that.
Yeah, and we should be able to get this thing started, hopefully.
You excited?
Yeah, dude, it's been so long, been waiting on parts. I should have had this thing started about 4 days ago, but, you know, parts are delayed with Christmas and everything, so I'm excited to get this thing running and prove all the haters that this truck actually does run, but I'm gonna look kind of stupid if it doesn't run.
You just jinxed it. Now it ain't gonna run now. Well, I'm excited to start this thing up. Was the check engine light on before? I imagine it's gonna stay on until
it
probably.
It wasn't on. No, is it on now?
It's on, and the low fuel light. I don't know if it has something to do with the
sensor's not even hooked up, so it'd probably show low fuel. Go ahead and bump it, and we'll see if we can get some fuel through here.
All right, let me know if you see any fuel.
Not yet. So it's got to prime through the whole system and push air out these lines. It's going through the VP44 and then into these injector lines. We got to push all the air out.
All right, I'm ready to go.
Nothing yet. Let me crack them a little bit more. Starting to get some fuel.
I will let it cool off for a couple of seconds and then we'll try it again. But I think it's gonna go.
Yeah, I do too.
After this time.
Hold up. I'm getting it out the fourth injector. I might have to crack the third a little bit more.
So Have you got it out the first yet?
First is good.
Alright.
It came out the fourth. I'll go ahead and crack the third a little bit more. Dude, she's gonna crank. She's gonna crank, boys.
She finna fire.
Got no gas in it.
Finna be them points. That's what it's finna be. It's finna be them points.
Yeah,
Where are the points located on this carbureted fuel injected truck?
I don't know. We never changed out the points or the spark. We didn't change out the spark plugs either.
I didn't see any. Yeah.
I didn't see them in here, but
It's probably gonna be them points of the condenser or maybe the rotor or cap.
yeah. But I think she'll start. Go ahead and
so.
do the honors, Caleb.
Oh, she's a runner. She's idling at about 750. She's a runner, baby.
Quiet one.
That could be just the intake door. I can shut it off. You want me to shut it off?
Yeah.
Shut it over the turbo. Let's stick your hand in that turbo. We got a problem.
What?
What the hell?
That's not good.
It's this right here. This isn't tight. You have to run a bead around this.
Well, I couldn't get that tight.
The thing about this setup here, without running
a
sump, return and feed or supply, is that you got plastic and stainless. They don't mix. You can only tighten them so much. You're gonna crack the plastic. That's why he didn't want to tighten this too much.
Yeah, we gotta tighten that up. But she does run.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of an issue, but
I'm surprised it was run. That's why I was like, I heard a fueling issue. I was like, is that an injector? And then I looked back here. I was like, oh shit, let me turn it off. But it runs. That's no big deal. People look at this and freak out in the comments. That'll take us 1 second to do.
Yeah, we just gotta tighten a little bit more. It's kind of hard, like you said, tightening metal to plastic.
It just
you
gotta be very careful. If you were to crack that lid, well, we gotta wait 2 more weeks for shipping
and spend another $75 on a sending unit.
We gotta be very, very careful on that. Probably should just get a sump anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna get, a sump. So for the first start, I think it was pretty successful. Opposed from that, we just gotta tighten a little bit more. But oh, Pillow started up. You guys are on the live stream. You guys know what Pillow is for this name. But she finally started up after about 2.5, maybe 3 weeks of me owning this truck. Just been waiting on parts. People are always saying, oh, the first thing you should do is getting it started. That's what I've been waiting to do, is get it started, but parts have been taking forever. But we finally got it started up. Now we can deep dive into some deeper issues that this truck may have. Getting some new wheels and tires, taking it on its first drive. We're gonna go ahead and throw those 22x14s on this baby and take it on the first drive. One thing I do know, we have to get a new caliper for the passenger side because it is missing one. But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think of old Pillow here. It sounds like it's gonna be a good running truck, and I'm super excited to get this thing on the road and driving and start upgrading the hell out of this thing. But thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to Caleb. His link will be down in the description below, youtube.com/paradox. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Dippin' Diesel, out.